Hi, it is November 12th, and I want to have a semi-personal daily fire today. First, I personally want to thank the comrade runners who, with me, helped keep me going in my first race since high school. Okay, so I didn't know if I would die on the first lap, especially when we hit the hill. But 3 miles later, still standing. I did not finish last. And the encouragement along the way for all of us was really good. I was probably the most out of shape of the runners. And I remember passing at the 1 mile mark. They're saying, you did great. I announced it's my first time since high school. I said, well, it won't be your last. I said, it might be my last. Nevertheless, we're going to go for it in Manchester in a few weeks, the big Connecticut-Manchester road race. I'm not going to be able to finish the whole thing in a run, but they allow walking. Course in Rocky Hill set up perfectly. If you have to have a hill, it's best to do it in the early part and then a nice smooth glide down. 3 mile loop all on the premises of the Rocky Hill Veterans Home. Well run, well categorized, timing at the end, award ceremonies at the end. Those in the organization aspect, because this is their first year, deserve applause. That's Joe, that's Mary, that's actually Commissioner Sadi. So thank you all. I want to talk a little about my business and how it affects the youth of Connecticut. As you can see, SAT prep is part of my business. I've been doing it for 28 years. And the last year and a half have been the most miserable of them because the SAT changed itself to become a tool for state regulators, a tool for bureaucrats to do assessments of school districts, to some extent of kids, but they're not even using what they know about the student scores to change their learning. So it really is a way to assess, reward, punish superintendents, and maybe it actually gets down to department administrators. What's so unfortunate is a once great test, the SAT for 40 years, was a tremendous standard for college admissions. It's still being used for college admissions, but it's being somewhat perverted. And the ACT, which is a better test for college admissions, is one that we often steer students to. Two equal ways of getting to college. Show a good score on one or the other. My firm coaches people to do both. What's so, I think, shameful is the way that state administrators have bought into this Common Core top-down testing without even knowing what's in the SAT. I actually take the SAT at least twice a year, SAT, ACT, or subject tests. I'm not sure Diana Wenzel has. I don't think our legislators who are approving this big extra bureaucracy on students really know the content of what's being tested. And as governor, I am not going to mandate it. If district by district schools want to have a statewide SAT, let them fund it themselves. Students pay on their own $150 a year to do 3 tests. So if they really want a 4th, fine. Let them pay for it. I don't think the state should be paying for it. It's a good test for those who want to go to college. It used to be a great test. And for those who have no college aspirations, don't foist it on them. Okay? Spend more of your school day and the many school hours to prep for it. Spend that time with actual subjects. Yes, you're hearing this from an SAT coach. Don't do SAT if you're not bound for a competitive 4-year college. If you are, my firm could probably help. All right. Thank you. See you all next week.